Hi friends, welcome to another Sunday with Sarah. I'm Sarah Baldwin, Waldorf early childhood teacher, and I'm here to talk to you today about wooden versus plastic toys. Now, if you've ever visited a Waldorf early childhood classroom, you may have noticed that all the toys are made of wood and natural materials. You'll see very little, if any, plastic. I'm here to tell you today some of the reasons why that is and to share with you some of the differences between wooden and plastic toys. The first quality I want to talk about is safety. As Waldorf teachers, we're very concerned with the child's safety. We want to bring healthy natural materials into our classroom. A lot of plastic toys contain harmful chemicals and substances like BPA and phthalates. Some of them may have lead paint. Especially when children are putting things in their mouth. You want to keep these chemicals away from young children. And wood is also naturally antibacterial, as studies have shown. Another safety issue is that plastic toys can break easily and leave sharp, jagged edges, like this unfortunate Barbie doll that I found in the bottom of a child's toy box. Really sharp edges. It's not to say wood does break too, but not as often and less likely in a way that would be harmful to a child. The second quality I want to talk about is the sensory experience of wood versus plastic. A wooden toy is very soothing and appealing to the child's sense of touch. It's warm, it feels good, where plastic feels kind of cold and almost oily, doesn't smell the same. A young child is going to experience toys, discovering the world with all of her senses, and that's by putting it in her mouth or smelling it and touching it. So we want to give children an experience that will really gratify their sense of touch. Number 3 is the quality of imaginative play that I find wooden toys encourage. Wooden toys tend to be simpler, less formed. They leave more room for a child's imagination. And if you've been following me for any time at all, you know how strongly I feel about the importance of imaginative play in early childhood. If a toy doesn't have batteries, if it doesn't have any bells or whistles and makes no sound, that lets the child make the sounds and imagine what the toy is doing and makes the toy move himself. Number 4 is that wooden toys tend to be more aesthetically pleasing than plastic toys. Plato was attributed to have said, the most effective kind of education is that a child should play amongst lovely things. It's one of my favorite quotes. And in Waldorf education, we want to give children things that not only feel beautiful to the touch, but look beautiful, and to surround a child with beauty. Just because they're a child doesn't mean that they deserve junk. And wooden toys just look nicer displayed in a child's room. If you had, say, this wooden knight on a shelf or a plastic Batman, they look beautiful displayed in your home as well. My kids are grown now, but I still have lots of their wooden toys all around our house. And number 5 is perhaps the most important reason of all. Wooden toys are simply more eco-friendly than plastic toys. Wood is a sustainable material, it's recyclable, it's biodegradable. There was a study recently that showed that 3 months after Christmas, 41% of toys that were given to children are broken and end up in a landfill. Wooden toys, on the other hand, are heirloom toys generally. They're built to last. I always say they're not throwaway toys. When your child outgrows one, you'll save it for grandchildren or pass it on to someone else. And children play differently with wooden toys. I've seen it having worked in mainstream preschools before I became a Waldorf teacher. There's a very big difference in the quality of play. If you ever saw the movie Toy Story 3. There's a scene where all the toys are waiting in fear. They've been donated to a preschool and they're waiting in fear for free play time, and the children come in and just start throwing them around. And I've seen children play that way, and you probably have too. But if you observe them playing with wooden and natural toys, there's a very different quality in their play. So I hope that gives you some insight. I always say it's not about good toy versus bad toy. It's just bringing new consciousness to the quality of toys when you're choosing what toys to provide your child with. So thanks so much for watching. Leave your comments and questions, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.